Wow.
Just 1 second. Azan, go ahead.
My question is regarding you're saying that the elevation angle will not change if we change the height of the observer. But if we take the measurement of an elevation of angle of a building top, and it will differ when we measure it from the sea level and when we measure it from a different height. But why doesn't this happen in case of sun?
Don't know. In case of the sun.
Yeah.
No, it does. The same principle applies.
No, I think what he's asking is why
you just said that the observer's height won't change the elevation angle because it will be parallel to the horizontal plane.
Yes.
So it does change in case of the local thing like buildings top. But why does it not change in case of sun?
What I said was the majesty of the heavens. Are you asking why doesn't the angle change when you raise an altitude to the sun? Is that what you're asking?
It does change in case of buildings top, but it doesn't change in case of sun. So
what do you mean by build? It doesn't change in terms of...
I don't know about sun, but with the celestial body, with the star field, and that, it doesn't. I don't know about sun, but with the stars, like Polaris and all them, there's no change. When you raise, they appear to raise with you. Why that happens, none of us know.
It applies to all celestial bodies.
Yeah, it does happen with all celestial bodies. Brian covered it earlier with a disclaimer about what the sun does at the horizon. But with that, notwithstanding that exception, the same principle applies with all items that are in the sky. Yes, you said buildings stop. What do you mean by buildings? Is that what you said? Buildings stop. I didn't quite catch what you said. I got building.
What he was saying is terrestrially, as you raise, the angle to the top of that building will change. But how come that doesn't happen with the stars?
We don't have an answer for that. The fact that it does do that is useful because it means that at all points in elevation, you can make the same parallel plane with the ground and infer the ground position parallel with your position on the flat ground that it must be for this to work. Why it works like that with the sun, stars, moon, anything that we've tracked in the sky, I can't give you an answer why that principle works that way. Glad that it does. We'd have never expanded the known territories if it didn't. Fortunately, because we've got a flat Earth and all measurements made with a horizontal reference are parallel with the plane of the surface that we are standing on, is incredibly useful for not dying, not getting lost, and expanding the world as we know it. So I can't answer you in terms of why that occurs. I just thank God it does. Azam, go ahead.
Yeah. So I want to ask another question regarding the same thing that I have asked you about the elevation angle not being changed while the observer's height is increased. So the same thing, I think, what I have understand. So you can say that whether my understanding is correct or not. That the same thing cannot be diagrammatically shown if we consider the sun to be far enough, like in an infinite distance. The same thing cannot be diagrammatically shown on the paper. Is this my understanding correct?
So you're saying, yeah, these. Well, number one, they're two different systems. That's the problem, and that's the reason I'm connecting it to why we'd need a heliocentric model in the first place. But you're saying, if we say, notwithstanding that they are separate systems, the star and sun, can I also suggest that, like with the stars, it would not be diagrammatically possible to represent a parallel plane with an elevation angle to the sun remaining the same, notwithstanding the alterations at the horizon? No, I would agree. I think you wouldn't be able to show that.
Understanding why. So it is beyond our understanding. Why does this happen?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that the stars are an infinite distance away, right? To try and explain how it could work in this, that, or the other paradigm.